Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Happy birthday, bitch! Ow! Scorpio suns, it's your birthday. I hope you're wilding out. Your ruling planet, Pluto, was retrograde in Aquarius for a while. Your other ruling planet, Mars, was in detriment in Libra. Now Pluto is direct in Aquarius, and Mars is at home in your sign of Scorpio. And then he'll be going into Sagittarius, which is a fire sign where he really likes to be. And I just know it has been a fucking shit show, but also this like ending of a cycle of a lot of anxiety and ending of a cycle in the realm of the mind. Some of you have been going through some kind of dark night of the soul, but really that rebirth just been hitting real hard, huh? That's really what this is. Something, some thought process, some mental prison has ended. And I feel like there's a lot to talk about. So grab your shit. We have stuff to talk about. Come on. Scorpio. I hope you got your stuff because we got a lot to talk about. I want to dive in. Hydrate, light it if you need it. Oh no, I'm low. Want to clear out any funky ass energy. Welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising for Scorpio season 2025. Welcome to the season of I Desire. Scorpio is sex, death, and other people's money, and the shit is dramatic. The shit is intense. It's going to be what it is, but I feel like you guys personally are finally closing out an old cycle. I'm going to show you a little bit of what's underneath the bottom of the deck, but there is celebration for the data that you extract from this darkness. Some of you, it's like you fucked around and found out. Some of you fucked around and faced your fears, really faced yourself. And now you're ready to re-enter the world. Yep, Fool underneath that, Four of Wands underneath that. Some of y'all are going towards a really intense relationship or a marriage or a commitment. I just feel like you are about to be celebrated, or you have been celebrated, or there's something worth celebrating. And I just feel like the end of that Nine of Swords energy, that needs to be celebrated. You are about to break free. There is a huge, change in your cycle. There's a huge change in your astrology. Be sure to go watch that Scorpio season 2025 astrology video that has all the important astrological transit dates you need to know about. But I've been telling you guys for like almost 2 years now, maybe three, that it's about to go from it's going from black and white to technicolor. And I think as an Aries, I perceive that happening much quicker. But you are ruled by the slowest moving planet, Pluto. We can't even decide if we want that motherfucker to be a planet or not. But like everything worthwhile takes time. And I think that you guys are learning that. Like, you are worth the wait. Your development is worth the wait. Where you're going in life is worth the wait. It's worth being properly and intricately activated and curated within you. There is a whole fucking vibe shift. I feel like going from like film noir, like very dramatic French film energy, into like playfulness and exhalation and feeling free and breathing and just feeling like yourself. There's just some kind of a turning point. I'm ready to dive in. I haven't looked at these. I'm going in here blind with you as per always. So let's go. What I say? Okay. First card out. First thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising for your season, for Scorpio season 2025. I'm telling you, there is a very big turning point. Jupiter, even though he retrogrades in Cancer this season, it's still trining you. Jupiter in Cancer is trining wherever your Scorpio energy is. You know what I mean? He's in the same element of Scorpio. And so I feel like the first thing to be clarified is understanding you have access to see. You have access to foresight. You have access to ancestral and cosmic and divine information. It is really important for you to start paying attention to the signs and wonders. The Wheel of Fortune is the most positive, I mean, the most symbolic card in the deck. I feel like this is feeling very, very positive for you guys. I feel like there's some kind of change in your like faith. I feel like some of you are starting to fucking believe. You're like believing in God, you're believing in the universe, you're believing in the fact that it could go well. Like, what if it does work out? I feel like that's where your mind is starting to finally shift to. What if it all works out for me? What if it's easy? What if it gets to be simple? What if it gets to be good? What if it gets to be juicy and delicious and just like this loving cosmic interaction with the divine? Like, what if life gets to be that for you? And the Wheel of Fortune is like, hey, it's a new season, it's a new chapter, it's a new era of your life, a new relationship to luck, going from a 9 to a 10 also. So it's like completion and rebirth, which is what y'all be doing. And so with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, there may be somebody really important with Sagittarius or Pisces placements. They may have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo placements. Those are all the fixed signs. I feel like for those of you that have any fixed energy in your big three, this is going to be extra special, like start to Scorpio season for you. Um, but also I would be careful in that fixed energy. I mean, you are a fixed sign, but there's something about not digging your heels in and trying to force things to stay the way they were because you're afraid of the unknown. And I don't think that's all of you. I think some of you are done fighting the divine. Oop, 555 on the clock. Some of y'all are like, you don't want the cosmic smoke. You don't want the divine smoke. You like, I get it. You got it, big dog. This is where we're going. I'm not going to use all of my energy to try to keep the wheel where it's going because you think you're turning it. You think you're keeping it the same, but you're not. It's like your whole body just starts to turn. None of us have any control over fate. Kings, queens, presidents, emperors, empresses, bruh, everybody surrenders at the feet of fate. And I just feel like there is some fated experiences that are coming in for your birthday and they work out and turn in your favor. Some of you are getting more money. Some of you are developing your spiritual gifts even more. Some of you just start to feel blessed. And I feel like, okay, Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. Some of you, this is a fated love. Some of you, this is a fated relationship. Some of you, this is your person. This is your spouse. This is your husband, your wife, your life mate, whatever you want to call them. Some of you, there's a new connection coming in. Some of you are already in connection. And there's some twist of fate that comes that really solidifies this is your person. This is who you're doing it with, especially if they have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, or Sagittarius placements in their big three. I feel like there is this almost sense of powerlessness. Some of you may be like, oh, this is too good to be true. I didn't think that it could be like this. I feel like some of you suddenly find yourself in a relationship. Some of you suddenly find yourself in a new friend group. Suddenly like a new best friend or really deep connections coming in. Suddenly love. Center of the reading is the Knight of Swords, and it's going to radically change your mind. I feel like some of you get to experience the kind of love that helps you update your programming, that helps you mature, that helps you know what to pursue in your life. Maybe you and this person start to pursue a new life together or new knowledge together. The Knight of Swords is also the only knight that's engaged in battle. And so there could be someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that has something to say about your love. There may be somebody coming back from the past. There may be somebody that finds out you're moving to the next level with somebody else and comes in and has some shit to say. This could be your ex. This could be your partner's ex. There could just be some like, hey, stranger, but also this could be family. This could be friends. This could be people being like, uh, you're moving too fast, or this is too soon, or there could just be people who have something to say about your relationship. They could have something negative to say, which is a projection of their own emotions, or they could have something really positive and encouraging. I feel like you're going to experience both. With the Knight of Swords at the center of the reading, Scorpio season 2025 is coming in to radically change your mind. It wants you to get more masterful with your mind so you can get more masterful with your thoughts. And when you're more masterful with your thoughts, you'll be more masterful with your words. Because Scorpio, you need to understand that words are spells. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. And that Knight of Swords energy is like, you're done with the ho hum, lukewarm relationship. Some of you are like breaking out of fair weather friendships. Some of you are breaking out of relationships where you just don't feel like you can be yourself anymore. Some of you are like facing the cold, hard reality of a situation. Maybe somebody else is facing the whole cold, hard reality of losing you, or um your person has somebody facing the reality. There could just be some drama from the past or some things that come up. And I don't think you need to worry about it. Well, maybe the Magician reverse and then Judgment reverse are the final two cards. And so I like the way that the Knight of Swords is turning away, charging away from the Magician. There may be somebody specifically with Gemini, Virgo, or Sagittarius placements, maybe Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius as well. Specifically heavy on the Gemini energy though. There may be somebody who like you're not remembering them properly, or they're a liar, or you're turning away from people who are deceptive. There may be people who are trying to lure you back or I've changed. This has evolved in my life. This has, like, there could just be charmers. You need to watch out for deceit. I feel like you need to make sure that you're not abusing your power. You need to also make sure that you're tapping into your power and that you're using it for whatever it is you want to use it for. I feel like authenticity is really, really important, but you in Scorpio season need to make sure that you turn your back on the drama. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it. I feel like in some sort of way, there may be somebody with Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Scorpio placements that is lying on you or lied to you, or some of you are finding out that somebody has lied to you. Somebody may be trying to come back and trying to like fill your head with stuff, or something there may be rumors or gossip about you, or about a loved one, or people in your friend group. I just feel like this is going to be a juicy plunge with this Magician and Judgment reverse. Because I feel like the divine has brought you something really, really beautiful, and you're going to want to dive into and revel in some really deep intimacy, because this really deep intimacy is changing your mind, is updating your programming. And while your programming is getting updated, there are people that like you in that position of the old programming. It's like, oh, I can't lie to this person, I can't manipulate them anymore. Some of you, this love that's coming in is a protector. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Some of you have just the sweet angel babyest fucking hearts. You haven't tapped into your shadow. You haven't tapped into that revenge, vindictive, dark, scary Pluto, Hades energy yet. And I feel like there are people that are coming into your life who are shields, who are safeguards, who are like pulling you towards the light. You know what I mean? And it's putting you in a position where you are able to see through deceit and chuck a deuce. Don't be a groupie. Keep it fucking moving. You only get to disrespect me once. You only get to lie to me once. I'm out. You start moving differently. Watch me start moving differently, baby. You know what I mean? And so I feel like there's something here with the way the Knight of Swords is turning away from the Magician reverse. The Magician reverse is a liar. It's like used car salesman energy. The Magician reverse can be like, hey, you have, like, you're exploring, but you're not taking action. It also could be like, be careful of like greed and manipulation. Like, make sure you're not being greedy. Make sure that you're not the one who's manipulating, that you're not the one who's lying, that you're not abusing your power. Because I feel like some of you have tapped into that energy before, fucked around and found out, and now you're like, nope, I don't do that anymore. I don't behave that way anymore. There's like outdated emotional responses that are getting like removed from your repertoire. With the Magician reversed, I feel like the closer we get to Sagittarius season, the stronger your spidey senses are going to be tingling. The deeper we get into Scorpio energy, the stronger you're going to be able to trust yourself and suss out questionable, suspicious people. With Judgment reversed, in some sort of way, I feel like you've been like lying your true path or vacation, or there's something about like get off the fence. Some of you know there's a rebirth that needs to happen. You know there's some shit you need to say. Some of you need to cut off. Some of you need to have a conversation with that Gemini or that Virgo. That person that you thought was magic, or that person you thought was your person, or you have to have a conversation and in something with somebody, or your person needs to have a conversation, and y'all may get a little scuffle off of that. There may just be some stuff of like, okay, we're in this, and now we got to protect this container that we've created. And so this person has not the best intentions. This person would fuck you if I wasn't here. This person would deceive me if I wasn't looking. You know what I mean? There's just something there around like, okay, there, we've encountered this sacred thing. For some of you, it may not be a love relationship. For some of you, this is a project. This is like I realize what I'm supposed to do. I realize what I'm like, I need to move towards. Now I'm talking to people. I'm selling this thing. I'm marketing something. I'm advertising something, and it needs to be protected. Some of you, this is a business. Some of you, this is luck in business that comes by way of you talking, negotiating, bartering, changing people's minds, arguing, debating. I just feel like there could be some sort of, I'm okay pursuing this legally. I'm okay pursuing the truth. I'm ready to reach the truth. And for some of you, it's just like, I know I have all this power, but I'm scared to use it. And I feel like you need to make sure that you're not bringing an Uzi to a knife fight. You hear me? You picking up what I'm putting down? So some of you have to figure out, is this liar? Is this person who's trying to tamper with the goodness, the jealousy, all of this stuff, like, is it worth entertaining this person? Is it worth keeping this person around? I feel like there's a lot that's being revealed to you around your purpose, your drive, your motivation, your particular brand of rebirth. The divine has been trying to get your attention. The divine has been trying to show you some specific writing on the wall. And it's time to look at that with Judgment reversed. You cannot ignore what you are. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Y'all have access. Y'all got the gift. Y'all have access to psychic energy. You have access to, I mean, and I don't like to call it psychic, honestly, but y'all be knowing shit. You know what I mean? And you need to honor that you know shit. And that vibe that you get where it's like a no about somebody, let it be a fucking no. You don't need to test it. You know what I mean? I don't need to like get a no about somebody, or get a hard internal no about someone and then get to know them just to make sure that that internal no was correct. Don't play yourself. Some of you are being put in a position where you're having to ask your person to trust your intuition. Some of you are in relationships or friendships, or, not all, when I say relationships, I don't always mean romantic, but y'all are in some sort of connection where I just feel like you're needing to be trusted. And I feel like other people are going to be like, damn, I should have listened to you, or damn, I should have, this or that. I have to clarify this Judgment reversed as soon as possible. So I hope to see you over on Patreon, where we're going to clarify all these cards. Me and my ethical Cole, we be doing dope shit. I hope to see you over there. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. There's going to be another reading to clarify each of these cards. There's all kinds of tiers for astrological, content and daily reading. So be sure to check that out. The links are in the description box below. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. But lastly, I want to zoom out a little bit. Okay, that person with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements actually feels some type of way, and I feel like is sad, sliding down a wall to see you go, or to see you in love with someone else, or to see you feeling away. And I feel like that person with Gemini or Virgo, or they may have Scorpio placements, Libra or Aquarius, they may try to like win you back or try to like convince you or coerce you. I feel like some of you have entered something that you fucking love, and other people are going to try to like poke at it or get at, I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. That person with Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, or Scorpio placements, I feel like is here for it. There is a turning point in y'all's love. I feel like there's this whole new cycle of luck. I feel like it'd be really, really beneficial for you to start studying, reading, whatever you want to be powerful in, whatever you want to, whatever makes you feel magical, get masterful in that, so that you can start talking about it or teaching it. Because this doesn't have to be somebody with nefarious intentions. This could easily be aspects of yourself that's like, yo, why you being fucking scared to pursue your greatness? Let's get after it. That you got too much power to not be putting things into action. You know who you are, because some of y'all be doing the absolute fucking most and you need to sit down. You know who you are. I feel like there is a new chapter in life, a new season, a new, like some fated event that brings in love, connection, and requires you to interact. It requires you to make sure that you are filling up your life, that you have your own individual dope life, so that you vibrate at a frequency that attracts other people that also fill their cup, and you can finally get out of a codependent connection or break codependency in your relationship. Now, because something is secured or we're entwined or something of that nature, I feel like we can start understanding there is no healthy we without a healthy me. There is no healthy interdependence without healthy independence. And that's what the lessons that were supposed to be learned on the Aries Libra axis that is before the Taurus Scorpio axis. And so I feel like you're coming into your season finally understanding there is no healthy we without a healthy me. And so now you're making heart-based decisions, or you're going to start making heart-based decisions, or you need to make heart-based, love-based, faith-based decisions in this new season. Your mind is going to be changed. You need to face the facts, face the reality of situations. And the reality is that there are some people that you just don't need to talk to anymore. That person may be your fucking mom. That person may be your sister. That person may be your uncle or your aunt or your dad or your spouse's secretary or some shit like that. There could just be something here like, I'm not going to expose myself to your energy anymore. Okay, thanks. I'm out. I'm not, you know what I mean? There's just something there around really trusting yourself and breaking away. That person with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements is with the shit. They're in it. They're looking you eye to eye. They're ready to go deeper. I feel like the person with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements is ready to fight, ready to charge, has something to say. They may come in and be cutting. They could be cocky. I feel like they may have intentions of slicing, of severing, of hurting something. And so you need to make sure that you trust your spidey senses. Some of y'all may need to be on some no new friend shit for a minute. 22:22 on the clock. Let's get masterful in the relationships that we've established. Not out of a place of fear, but out of a place of let's create a new bedrock. Let's get real stable here before we go welcoming in a whole bunch of new energies. And I feel like with judgment reversed, I just feel like you've been fighting the rebirth for too long. And now I just think you're not going to be scared. I'm ready to clarify this over in the Patreon plunge. There could be confrontation. Excuse me. There may be a confrontation. There may be an outpouring of emotion. Some of you may have been putting off a rebirth, have been putting off letting something go. Some of you have been evading an ending, and you can't evade it anymore. You can't run from ending what needs to be ended. And you know what it is. You know who it is. So there could just be some stuff around like, yo, you keep saying you've been asking the divine for this. You've been saying you want this. Venus is coming into your sign. This is Venus in Cancer. I'm just saying there's a lot of wings here. On the Wheel of Fortune, there's a winged figure in every corner. This winged figure here, the Judgment reversed, there are wings here. I just feel like there's all this new cycle, this new relationship to luck, this new era. I feel like it's going to feel light. It's going to feel effervescent, especially in the beginning of Scorpio season. And there's expansion. There is like going to another level. But when you go to the I just heard Icarus. Some of you are going to be flying so close to the fucking sun, and you just need to be paying attention. There's just something there around like, it's so good, I'm just lost in the sauce, that you can't forget logic. You still got to pay the bills. You still got to do all these things. You got to work out the logistics. And you got to make sure that you remove yourself from toxicity, and that you protect this thing, whatever this gift is from the divine, whatever this relationship or this passion project or this new shift in your career, these new connections, they need to be protected, because these people have come into your life to help update you and get you to a new level in some sort of way, which is like, you're going to have to leave the company that loves your misery. Some of y'all got some people where it's just like, misery loves company. I want you here. I want you with me. I want you tied down. And like, it's like some of you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, may have been really self-sacrificing, or it's like, I'm not doing what I want to do because I want to please you, or I want to keep you around. And I feel like there's some like honesty that's coming in around this. And you're going to have to be clear around, what do you want to protect? What's worth protecting? And when the liars or the cheaters or the thieves or whatever get revealed to you, you got to slice that shit. I'm ready to clarify these cards. I'll see you over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Ooh, come on. Let's get into it. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's get into it. What's going on with this turning point? Are you feeling like you're being guided by fate? You know, aren't you aware that every action could result in some sort of major change? There's a power thing going on here. I feel like there's something here about, like, don't you realize how powerful you are? Are you aware of your power? Don't you understand the whole world is up for grabs? And this is like a change in station, a change in position, a change in fortune, the rich becoming poor, the poor becoming rich. Either way, you can feel the change. And this is a new season. You can feel the change, but you can't control shit. And that may be uncomfortable, you know? But I feel like you're in a place of learning what's yours to change and what you have to leave to God to change, you know? I just feel like, also understand that you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. So you better move with integrity, because no one can avoid what is fated, you know, and enjoy the good in life while it lasts, so that you can be patient during the down times. You know, there are greater forces than you that are at work. So you have to stay open to the signs and synchronicities and the magic that is flowing all around us. And you can't do that. You can't pay attention to the signs and symbols and the wonders if you stay here. But I feel like this is ending. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2025. The Three of Motherfucking Wands. I'm telling you, it's time to look forward. This is like, you reap what you sow, and what you sow. Okay, some of y'all have found your spouse. Some of y'all are going to marry this person, or they want to marry you, or you have kids with this person. There's some sort of whole new cycle in regards to your self-worth, your relationship to commitment, how you feel about family, how you feel about friends. I feel like you've done the work to work on your own red flags. you are willing to see. That's why you should marry this person, is because they expose you to yourself in such a loving, beautiful, gentle manner. And like, I feel like you're able to give that back to them. It's just like there is this like, we are down for the cause. We are so here for evolution and evolving together as long as the divine allows us. We're so in this. We're so worthy. Some of you, this whole new season is becoming a parent, or becoming a girlfriend, or becoming a boyfriend, becoming a partner, becoming a spouse, becoming a parent, I think I said. But I just feel like what you set in motion is on its way back to you. And it looks like money. It looks like comfortability. It looks like people coming to you for your skills. Some of you are about to go to school. Some of you are about to become a teacher or a mentor. Some of you are with someone or dating someone who is about to level up professionally and experience a lot of success. So I feel like there is success that's coming your way. Commitment looks good on you. Relationships, healthy, happy relationship looks good on you. And I just feel like for a lot of you, this is a whole new season because it's forcing you to heal your mother wound. You know, Scorpio season is the season and the sign of the dark mother. And so I feel like some of you are really transmuting that dark mother energy into just healthy energy in general. That Wheel of Fortune is materializing by financial abundance, status change. I feel like some of you are like becoming a power couple, or going to be known. Some of you may be on like social media, or there could just be something there like around like we're building a business together, or we're learning something together. Or some of y'all are just going very, very traditional and doing the, you know, 2.5 kids, white picket fence shit. But either way, I feel like the turning point is looking like you have turned your back on the past and you really focused on self-worth. You have learned a lot. You've been doing the shadow work, and you just see yourself in a different way. And because you see yourself more positively and have been working on those internal childhood wounds, I feel like there is just this really intense loving commitment coming in. This looks like commitment. This looks like it's got a title on it. We go together real bad. Like, we're moving in together, or this, you know, or we're getting engaged, we're getting married, or we're having kids, or whatever it is. Like, there's some sort of going to the next level in the relationship. Please clarify the Two of Cups. And it feels deep. It feels intense. It feels beautiful. And I also feel like it doesn't feel like you had any control over it. Somebody feeds your ego so much, and you got to make sure that you remember who the fuck you are, that you don't let ego make you do stupid shit. There could be a profound, like very deep love with somebody that is very original. They have like they are very themselves. They are very self-aware. They're masterful in their spirit and their passion. They're masterful in their identity. They're very like an original kind of person. Like there's nobody like this person. They may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. I feel like you and a loved one are going to be working on trusting in yourselves, trusting in each other, so you can be very authentic, and therefore in the power struggle, in power dynamics, by way of being very authentic with each other. There's just, I feel like you and this this person, that's what I'm saying, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be work related. And I just feel like you have work to do with somebody. And it's about getting more masterful in your authenticity, which is going to completely change how your business life shows up. You know? So that's really fucking cool. I just feel like there's just some big shift around like business and this sense of destiny and like seeing life's threads weave together and miracle. There's something that feels miraculous, finding opportunity in an accident. Like you're opening up to luck and using what chance offers you. There's something here about like you have a chance or a second chance, or there's a chance here. And I feel like you You're sensing fate at work. Things are turning around. And like the tempo of life is changing. But I feel like you're seeing how everything connects, how everything works. There's so much hindsight. I understand why it had to be the way that it was so I could get here. You've expanded your outlook and you're discovering your role and your purpose in some sort of way. And it's just fucking beautiful. I'm just excited for you guys. I feel like that's the big thing here. I'm just fucking excited for you. But this Knight of Swords though, it's like, are you being too blunt with somebody, or are you not speaking up? Are you trying to save face? What do you need to say, and who do you need to say it to? I feel like there are people who are going to have stuff to say about your relationship because it's changing you, or you getting married changed you, or you moving into together, you know, changed your availability, or it changed something. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Who the fuck is that? Please clarify that Knight of Swords. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's somebody from the past, somebody I feel like that either you played them or they played you, or your partner played them, or your partner played you, or they got played by your partner, or you know what I'm trying to say. I just feel like it's somebody who may feel slighted, or someone who feels juggled or put on the back burner in some sort of way. I feel like someone wants you to change your mind. Someone wants you to make a different decision. And you may be in Scorpio season having to advocate for yourself, or dealing with confrontation, making sure you're not seeking out approval, especially not from a father figure. This is somebody that you thought it was going to be stable with them, or they thought it was going to be stable with you or your person. I don't know why I do strongly feel like there's somebody who is like, I've always been in love with you. How could you not choose me? Or somebody's saying that to this new person, or this like your person. And so I feel like just because we thought that there was going to be stability or longevity in our connection, shit changes, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like you have new love, you are being renewed and restored. I feel like your foundation is stabilizing, and somebody is coming in with like maybe an apology, or they may just be manipulative, where it's just like, oh, I'm coming in and I want to apologize, but I'm only reaching out to you. They only reached out to you because they saw some shit on social media, or they heard some shit through the grapevine. There could just be somebody who's trying to get at you from the past, and you're going to have to check them and put them in their place, or you're going to have to stand 10 toes down with your partner and let them know, hey, you need to dead this. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this. You may be dealing with somebody with kind of overbearing energy, or someone who's really like willing to go the distance to prove a point in some sort of way. You or your partner may need to be really assertive or forceful about their boundaries, or you may need to be confrontational about an injustice or a failure or a mishap or something. I feel like when it comes to the Knight of Swords, there are going to be strong ideas that are expressed. You may get carried away, and that may cause confrontation. So with the Knight of Swords at the center of the reading, don't do the Scorpio shit that you normally do, which is kind of bob and weave and like paint pretty pictures and say no in a yes kind of way. You're going to have to be direct. You're going to have to be frank. You're going to have to be outspoken. You're going to need to get straight to the point. You're not going to do not mince words with this energy. You need to be honest and expressive, and like, this is what I need, this is what I want, and understand no is a complete sentence. Speak with assurance. You know, it's okay that you command attention. I feel like this other person may also, if they have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, or if this person, there's somebody coming in with a fight, maybe like they are they're taking up a lot of attention, or the intention is for them to receive attention. Excuse me. I feel like this person feels like they know what they're talking about. This person wants to distract. And I feel like if they need an apology or if you need closure, all right, we can go ahead and handle that. But we don't need to like meet up. We don't need to see each other. We don't need to do this. Like you just need to have boundaries set in place that are very, very strong. Okay? Heard. Now the Magician reverse. This is like deceit or a lack of energy, or there could be confusion or ill intentions that someone's bringing. This could be something about hidden talents or poor planning, or like a lack of cohesion. Please clarify the actually, what's the advice for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising dealing with somebody trying to tamper with their shit? What's the advice? Off with their motherfucking head, bitch. Like, ha! Say what needs to be said. No is a complete sentence. If you go low, I'm willing to go lower. And like that, I mean, there's a ruthlessness that I feel like is required, or a sternness or a sharpness, a kind of like, and you got to respond to this with an energy of like, don't make me say this shit to you again. You got to respond in a way that this person is like, yo, I'll never put my hand to that shit. I'll never tamper with them again. I'll never do this again. Because I do feel like there is just, what I say, someone deceitful, and it better not be you, because you will fuck yourself if you're the one playing fucked up games. Play stupid games, you will very much so win very, very big stupid prizes. And for some of you, it's publicly. So do not let this be you. I feel like there's somebody who has some ill intentions or who is willing to betray. And I do think they have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Virgo placements. Or there's somebody from the past, or someone who's like very analytical, someone who's trying to talk you out of your feelings or to get you to think about the past, or and they may be doing that to your person or some shit like that. But you don't need to just harbor, like I feel a way that y'all are still talking. You have to say something. The breakthrough can be based off the betrayal. You can have some very big communication breakthroughs where you finally start to be real. You finally start to like say what needs to be said. You finally start to be authentic in a very light, non-shadowy way. Please continue to clarify the Magician reversed. And do not put your hand to the bullshit. Get out what you need to get out. Say what needs to be said. You can say it in a letter. You can say it in a voice memo. If you have to meet up, okay, whatever. But I feel like there's just some kind of closure that's needed, and it requires an emotional outpouring so you can be done. Don't get fucked up, though. Don't fuck yourself up with this, is what I'm saying. All right? So just please be careful. Lastly, please clarify this Judgment reversed. Some of you are doubting yourselves. Some of you are judging yourselves, judging others too harshly. Some of you are struggling with self-awareness, struggling with self-doubt, struggling with self-loathing. Some of you are tempted to withhold the truth, or you find out somebody's withholding the truth, or making poor, hasty, illogical decisions. Don't let it be you, baby. Whatever this is, you don't want to tamper with like, oops, I didn't know better, or I didn't think that through, or I didn't consider this, or I didn't consider you. You will fuck some shit, some good God-given shit up by way of not thinking some stuff through and making like stupid decisions or childlike decisions. I just also feel like this is not a season for you to be cautious. You should be moving forward with pride and confidence, but you got to stop withholding your truth. You have to move with integrity. The universe is watching. Your future is watching. Please clarify Judgment reverse. And I feel like maybe you're not able to give yourself the time or the space that you need to fully think about what needs to be thought about, or to fully learn the lesson that needs to be learned. But it's time to move forward with awareness. And I feel like you could be being way too critical of past actions or someone else's past actions. So you're not giving yourself the forgiveness that is needed to move forward. But also, Judgment reverse appears when the universe is trying to send you a message and you're not listening. It's like the universe is calling you to something bigger. The call doesn't go away, it just gets louder, babe. And so it's time to push past fear and self-doubt, and trust that the universe has your back and that this is all happening on fucking purpose. And I feel like it has a lot to do with a relationship with yourself, your relationship to passion. Somebody that may have bullied you, or that the way that you bully yourself. What's going on? Please continue to clarify judgment reverse. It's like I feel like the divine's been trying to get you to focus on, has been trying to get you to focus on like believing that you are able to have this connection with this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placement, that life can be this sweet, this passionate, like you can grow and expand and grow up with someone. I feel like the divine is really trying to get you to pay attention to your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, and trying to tell you where to harness it towards. Where does Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to harness their physical, spiritual, and sexual energy? Into understanding that you are multifaceted, you are multi-talented. There's so much that you want to do and you don't know where to start. And don't get caught up in control and ego. You need to start being honest about what it is you're afraid of, especially when it comes to that fire sign. You need to really look at your relationship to control. Judgment reverse wants you understanding that you are being divinely guided and led out of your comfort zone. So you don't need to be in a place of defensiveness. You need to be in a place of receptivity, because this is where things are moving. But you can't move, you can't do shit if you stay willfully blind. So do not hide whatever communication has been coming in. I feel like you can get caught. This is a season where you could just easily get caught in the bullshit. You trying to save face, or you trying to protect somebody's feelings could like fuck around and bite you. And whatever it is, you got to talk about it. I love you. You got this. Be willing to see. Be willing to see. No more willful blindness, so you can level the fuck up and have the love and connection that you really, really want to have. Communication is about to get way more effective with Mercury in your sign, him leaving, him retrograding back into your sign, Mars being there. Like, I'm saying it's just so beautiful what you're able to overcome. And I feel like what you get to celebrate is the end of the war and motherfucking justice, and the ways that you've been wronged and the ways that you've been neglected. The divine is showing up and balancing things out and making things right and revealing so much of yourself to you. Don't run from your shadow. Look at all the options. Slow down. Blindfold on, blindfold off. Be willing to see, because the power dynamic is shifting. The divine is recalibrating fairness in your life and scales, and getting you out of a place of feeling stuck or stagnant into being way more masterful, mindful, intentional, and fucking paid. Hello, happy birthday. You got this.